Okay, John, tell us a little bit about yourself and the songs you're going to play for us tonight.
Okay, well, I got playing when I was 14 years old. Started off playing folk, Beatles stuff. I loved that. And then as it moved on in time, I got more interested in blues and then jazz. And at about 16, my father brought home some Chet Atkins albums that were given to him, and he gave them to me. And I put these on, and my jaw dropped. I had never heard a guitar player who could play rhythm, the lead part, and a bass line at the same time. And it just stuck in my mind, and I knew one day that was where I was going to go. And that's how I got to where I am now for the most part.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about the songs you're going to play.
Well, I think I'm going to start out with the Deep River Blues. Yeah, Deep River Blues I learned a number of years ago. That is a Doc Watson song that I heard it from Doc Watson first. And it was just a great one to open an act with. It has a good groove to it, you know, kind of thumping along. And as usual, I change everything enough so I consider it my version of it. I'm not copying. I'll also be doing a classic, Windy and Warm, which was the first fingerstyle song I ever learned. It was one of the easier ones on the Chet Atkins albums I told you about. And I pieced that together, and then over time kind of did my own arrangement of that, kind of jazzed it up more. Then the Cannonball Rag, which was, I think when I was 17, 18 years old, Chet Atkins and Jerry Reed came out with an album, a duet album, and that song was on there. And I heard that, and it changed my life. That was the coolest thing I'd ever heard. It was a fingerstyle duet they did, and a whole summer when I was graduated high school, I spent learning with the phonograph, dropping the needle every couple of bars to figure it out. So that's kind of been a staple with me. And the last one, Over the Rainbow, but this is one of my favorite ballads. And I got the idea to do it from a Tuck Andrews CD I'd heard. And as usual, I changed things around. But to this day, that's one, never has heard a song where the lyrics match the music so well as that. There's ups and downs in that piece. And as I did my arrangement, I tried to accommodate those to group with the songs.
Nice. So how would you describe your playing style?
A playing style is, you'll hear blues in it, you'll hear jazz in it, but most of it was once I learned that fingerstyle technique, which is basically using 3 fingers for the melody line on the first top strings, and then the thumb as an alternating bass or a walking bass on the low side. So you essentially have a something like that going, and you can do a whole solo piece together. So that's kind of what I built on.
Nice. Tell us about who influences you most. You've already mentioned a few songs. Yeah,
a few songs, and Chet I got mostly the right hand from, but also over the years, I listened to some of the great blues guys, B.B. King and Mike Bloomfield were favorites of mine. And in the jazz world, I think Kenny Burrell was the first one I heard. And Kenny was more of a blues-based guy. And this stuff was all well above me, but I learned through osmosis. I can put the record on, I will listen to it, play it, try to play along, and eventually you get this stuff. And then Martin Taylor, the Scottish fingerstyle player, big fan of his. Joe Pass, there's some things I picked up from him. So right now it's mostly jazz guys, I would think.